My dear boys and girls, this is MD Rejaul Islam. Today we want to discuss about the arterial and venous system of fish from chapter 2.3 Introduction to Animal. So, dear boys and girls, let's start. The arterial system of fish is composed of three parts, namely number one, afferent bronchial arteries, number two, efferent bronchial arteries, and number three, it is dorsal aorta and its branches. So first of all, it is about afferent bronchial arteries. The arteries which carry venous blood means deoxygenated blood, carbon dioxide enriched blood, from the heart towards the gills are called afferent bronchial arteries. Here, the word afferent means carrying towards, and these word carrying towards, it refers carrying towards the gills. A ventral aorta with its enlarged base, namely bulbus arteriosus, is a single stout artery that running straight ahead, mid-ventrally, below the floor of the pharynx, reaching up to the hyoid arch, that is the first arch. It bifurcates into two first afferent bronchial arteries. Another three pairs of arteries arises laterally from the ventral aorta and extended to the gills as second, third, and fourth afferent bronchial arteries. All the afferent blood vessels breaks up into numerous capillaries in the gill lamella for aeration of blood. What about efferent bronchial arteries? The arteries which carrying away the oxygenated blood, that is oxygen-enriched blood from the gills to the body parts, it is called efferent bronchial arteries. The word efferent means carrying away from. Carrying away from, this word refers carrying away from the gills to the different parts of the body. It carries the oxygenated blood from the gills to the different parts of the body. Four pairs of efferent bronchial arteries arise from four pairs of gills. First efferent artery supplies the blood to the pseudobronch. On each side, the first and second bronchial arteries combine to form a long lateral artery. The third and the fourth efferent bronchial arteries fuse together before open into lateral artery. Anteriorly, lateral artery on each side enter the cranium as carotid artery and fuse together on dorsal region of the pharynx to form circulus cephalicus. This is the figure of afferent and efferent bronchial arteries. This is the afferent bronchial arteries, and this is the efferent bronchial arteries. Okay, and afferent bronchial arteries, it carries the deoxygenated blood from heart to the gills, and efferent bronchial arteries, it carries oxygenated blood from gills to the different parts of the body. Then the next part of arterial system, it is a dorsal aorta and its branches. Posteriorly, two lateral arteries fused each other to form a median dorsal aorta on the dorsal region of esophagus. It is a large vessel running along the whole length of the trunk and tail beneath the vertebral column. It that means the dorsal aorta, it distributes oxygenated blood to the trunk, fins and tails through numerous paired and unpaired branches. It gives up the following branches. Okay, so the branches of dorsal aorta, it is first of all subclavian artery. Subclavian artery supplies blood to the pectoral fin. Celiaco-mesenteric artery, it supplies blood to the visceral organs like stomach, intestine, liver, pancreas, rectum, etc. Parietal artery, it supplies blood to the body wall. Renal artery, it supplies blood to the kidneys. Iliac artery, it supplies blood to the pelvic fin. Caudal artery, it supplies blood to the tail and caudal fin. So this is about the arterial system of fish. The next topic, it is the venous system of fish. Venous blood, that is the carbon dioxide enriched blood from body, is returned to the heart by the veins. Veins have thinner walls than arteries and frequently contain valves to prevent the backward flows of blood. Venous system of labio consists of some veins and portal system. And the veins are, number one, are anterior cardinal veins. A pair of anterior cardinal veins extends forwardly through the dorsal side of the gill chamber and body wall and enters into the ductus cuvieri, one of the main vein, ductus cuvieri, which in turn emits into the sinus venosas, the subchamber of heart. They collect blood from eyeballs, nasal and hyoid regions. Inferior jugular vein, it is also one pair, like anterior cardinal vein. Inferior jugular vein, a pair of inferior jugular vein extended ventrally parallel to the anterior cardinal vein and parallel to the anterior cardinal vein and enters into that main vein, it is the ductus cuvieri. They collect blood from lateral side of the lower jaw and ventral side of the gill chambers. The next part, this is the portal system, a venous system, posterior cardinal or renal portal system. Blood from the tail is collected by a medial caudal vein. In trunk region, it bifurcates into right and left branches. Right branches continues forward as right posterior cardinal vein. Left branch extended as the renal portal vein to the kidney, it giving off numerous afferent renal veins which breaks up into capillaries in the kidney. The left posterior cardinal veins arises from the kidney and continues forward to its destination. That means the destination is towards the heart. Right and left posterior cardinal veins are connected by some transverse anastomosis. Right and left posterior cardinal veins are connected by some transverse anastomosis. Both the cardinal veins finally open into ductus cuvieri along their own side. This is the figure of venous system of Rufish. This is the caudal vein. This is the renal portal vein, V-shaped renal portal vein. The structure shape of kidney, it is also V-shaped. And these cardinal vein, right posterior cardinal vein, left posterior cardinal vein, they are connected with each other through some transverse structure, transverse duct. It is called transverse anastomosis. Okay, so this is the venous system of Rufish. Then the next part of venous system, it is hepatic portal system. Blood from different parts of alimentary canal and associated glands is drained by several branches which unite to form a single large hepatic portal vein. It runs to the liver, into which it breaks up into numerous capillaries. Hepatic vein, two large hepatic veins derived individually from the liver and open directly to the sinus venosas. The sinus venosas, the subchamber of heart of Rufish. Subclavian vein, blood collected from two pectoral veins by two subclavian veins. And this is all about the structure of arterial and venous system of Rufish. And after completing the arterial and venous system of Rufish, some homework for you, and the homework, it is number 1. Draw the label diagram of afferent and efferent bronchial arteries of Rufish and write down the differences between afferent and efferent bronchial arteries of Rufish. So my dear boys and girls, this is all about today, and be fine everybody.